From Ohio. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the one spot. Now, here's Jokic. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Denver passing it around. Now, here's Jokic. Over Gobert. Jokic, no good. DiVincenzo against Murray. McDaniels outside. Jokic against Gobert. He gets that one.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert is going to be terrific on the glass.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Jokic. 23 points his last outing. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Brown. Offensive rebound. Murray outside. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the block.
Boy, the long arms and size of Rudy Gobert on full display.
McDaniels dishes to Randall. Six to shoot. High post shot. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Johnson against Gobert. Outside for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
And the basketball IQ of Jokic is off the charts. Terrific kick-out pass to the shooter there.
Like we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Outside, Edwards. Off target from outside. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Brown. Murray sets a screen for Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the San Antonio Spurs. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Murray outside. Gordon with a screen on DiVincenzo. And then Gordon with the dunk.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Timberwolves trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the basket by Edwards.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's up a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Trains the three-pointer. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Here's DiVincenzo. Still scoreless. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Brown. In the corner, it's Gordon. Murray outside. Brown sets the pick for Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Jokic.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Brown against Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. And McDaniels, here we go. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Murray. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
The first one falls. Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. EB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
The catch and shoot is exactly what you're looking for. Cam Johnson, one of the best shooters in the league.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed comes in for Randall. And it's Dosunmu in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's McDaniels. No scoring in this one. Dosunmu finds Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Edwards. Over Brown. Edwards, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Watson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 9 points. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively. Drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
And if you were to assemble a first team, all second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Christian Brown. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Cameron Johnson. And Anderson slams it in.
Wow, Anderson at the rim. Look out below.
And here's Jones. Pass to Jokic. Spins. Just 5 to shoot. Converts after the nice spin. Jokic has got 9.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Here's Anderson. Here's Reed. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brown. Still without a basket. Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Highland the bounce pass. Clark with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Reed misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Hardaway. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now here's Clark. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go.
Boy, Highland working hard for that high percentage shot. That's nicely done.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Tyus Jones. And a change for the Timberwolves. Randall's checked in for Kyle Anderson. A free throw drops for Highland. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Well, to steal a line from you, up high and down hard, Jonas Valanciunas. Go ahead, big fella.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Kevin, back to you.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, here's Brown. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Yep, it counts.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Murray against Highland. Murray kicks to Watson. Right wing. Murray outside. Stolen by Highland. Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. It's good. This game is all even.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Aiden Watson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Bruce Brown. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
That one is no good. And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
A nice shot by Brown.
How about the floater by Bruce Brown? Such a critical aspect of a player's game.
Highland passes to Randall. Back to Highland. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Highland's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Over to the wing. Watson for 3. The offensive rebound. Valanciunas. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on. His ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Outside, Reed. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets leading by 3. In the corner, Murray with it. Over Clark. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Brown against Highland. Pass to Randall. Clark for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And there it is for him. Watson's got his second bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Highland against Murray. Outside, Reed. Randall left side. Reed misses.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Brown finds Watson, and Watson slams it in.
Oh, this is why guys love playing with Bruce Brown. Such a selfless guy. How about that pass?
Reed with a screen on Hardaway. Outside, Reed knocks down the 3 ball. Reed's got 6.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in, and then for Minnesota, Shannon's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Highland. Denver leading by 4. Here's Murray, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Shannon. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one. And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. That's a floater go, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Always, Bruce Brown has a high level of aggression. I love that play right there.
Shooter 2.
The first free throw is good.
What you love about Bruce Brown, guys, is how special his work ethic is. This guy defensively has been on point, but to stay on the floor, he's really developed offensively.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. To end the run. Goes back up. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Christian Brown subbed in for Hardaway. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 12. Pass to Brown. Jokic against Gobert. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Edwards. Now Gobert. He has 7. Now Dosunmu. The Timberwolves again can't hit. On the wing, Johnson. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards passes to Randle, and then Randle slams it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Jokic. Denver again with the bucket.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Williams checked in for Peyton Watson. Minnesota also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Dosunmu. On defense, the Nuggets, they lead by 11.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
DiVincenzo against Murray. Jokic passes to Murray. Count it. Murray's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Back to Randall. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
Jokic stretching the floor as much as possible.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
To the middle. Here's Randall, and that one good. Randall's got 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Murray outside. Tries it from the top of the key, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Gobert. 5th in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Brown is checked in for Murray. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Brown up top. Edwards defending. Great D that time from Edwards.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
Now here's Edwards, following the miss by Jokic. Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. The 3 from Johnson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here is Edwards, following the score by Aaron Gordon.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Edwards against Brown. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Takes it from 10. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's McDaniels. Rebound by the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Brown, the pass to Johnson, and he makes that one. Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Boy, tremendous touch inside from Johnson. This guy, not just a three-point shooter.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Pass to Jokic. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 5. Fires it up. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Reed with a screen on Brown. Outside Edwards. 23 seconds left in the second quarter.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And that one misses.
Well, you just watch Anthony Edwards continue to progress. This guy gets better and better every year.
Hardaway's checked in for the Nuggets. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. He got it up. No good there. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this.
Hey, everybody. You know, right now for Denver, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Timberwolves.
They've done some good.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Johnson's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 13. Now here's DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. Over Brown. Edwards loves it in there.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Jokic high post. It's stolen by Gobert. Here we go, one-on-one. And here is DiVincenzo. Nothing on the board. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Randall.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Back to Murray. Outside Gordon. Denver passing it around. Jokic inside. Gobert on him. And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 9. Johnson with it. McDaniels picks him up. Murray right side. Back to Gordon. 6 to shoot. The inside shot. No good on that one. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Got that one up quick. McDaniels got 9 points.
You have to anticipate those quick release opportunities. Jaden McDaniels ready on the catch.
Pass to Jokic. Another miss by Jokic.
This certainly isn't how they wanted to start this half. I mean, just 1 for 5 coming out of the break. That is brutal.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Murray. Now Jokic. They could use a bucket. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Randle outside. Finds himself wide open and drills it. 14 points for him.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And now a moment to see the stats for Johnson. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Back to Jokic. And the drought uses the glass to drop it in. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now Johnson. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Outside Gordon. Pass to Murray. In the corner, it's Brown. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And now it's a 10-point Denver lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Randle. He's got 14. Johnson surveying the floor. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Murray outside. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 10. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniel. And here's Edwards from the arc. That one doesn't go.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Here's Randall after the Nuggets pick up 2. They need this. Good on the three-point shot. Randall's got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
Brown the pass to Jokic. Here's the 3. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nuggets. DiVincenzo finds McDaniel. Randall down low, defended by Gordon. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Randall. Johnson outside. Back to Murray from outside the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Looking to end his cold spell. Back to DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Shot ready off the catch. Dante DiVincenzo with the jumper.
Johnson the pass to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Murray against DiVincenzo. Jokic with the steal. Pass to Brown. A pass to Gordon. It's stolen by Randall. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They've led by as many as 14 points. Johnson with it. 7 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Another shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Edwards. Wants to get it to Randall and does.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Denver?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Randall.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And looking at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, we can see the teams that make the most of their trips to the foul line. Number 5, the Nuggets.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Pickett passes to Hardaway. Jokic sets the screen for Hardaway. The Nuggets with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Highland. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Watson inside. He's against Reed. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, let's see the vertical of Mr. Hardaway. Go ahead, sir. Pretty dunk.
Highland deciding where to go with it. Here's Reed. 6 points for him. Pass to Gobert. For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Highland.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
Minnesota making some changes. Joe Ingles comes in for Reed. And it's Clark in for Edwards. Denver leading by 5. Outside, Jones. Outside, Hardaway. Valanciunas sets a screen for Hardaway. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter. Now, here's Dosunmu. Guarded by Hardaway. Gobert with the screen on Jones. And the basket by Gobert. And that's 11 points for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Hardaway is screen on Ingles.
What's the roll?
Watson inside. Ingles covering. Watson's shot is good. Watson's got 11 points.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Hardaway. Brown outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Clark dishes to Ingles, and there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. .16 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Clark, he has yet to score, just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Here's Gobert, and it's good, but hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials...
The previous play is under review.
Before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA replay.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Pretty sure he got that off in time.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them And what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got Bruce Brown. Murray out there with Hardaway. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Watson in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Murray kicks to Brown. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clark.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here's Randall, and stolen by Watson. Pass to Brown. Now here's Murray. Hardaway sets a screen for Murray. Now Hardaway, 5 on the clock. Top of the key jumper, no good. Randall finds Highland. The shake, and Randall throws it down.
Now, guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
To the inside, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
With his strength, it isn't easy to upset Valanciunas with a little contact. You're going to have to get a lot more physical than that.
Picked by Reed. And he drives in. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Timberwolves also changing it up. Shannon's checked in, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Highland. The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good, Jokic.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Outside Edwards. Back to Dosunmu. And stolen by Murray for the finish. And it's Murray with the jam.
Energy and activity. That's what Murray provides this team.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall outside. Another miss by Minnesota.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Hardaway passes to Jokic. Murray outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 6 assists now in the game. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. So it's the Timberwolves now. 9-point game. Osumu finds Edwards. Shot to stop the run. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Buries the long-range jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Edwards against Hardaway. Looking to get it going. Outside for Randall. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Osumu with it. Murray on him. Reed with a screen on Hardaway. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
And here's Edwards. Pass to Shannon. Fires the three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic is Hardaway dishes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
Osumu with it. Pass to Randall. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Brown, no good. Timberwolves trail by 16. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Well, if you're Julius Randle, sprint the floor and get an easy one.
Here's Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Brown outside. Watson the screen. To the paint. And Watson slams it in.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Randall a screen on Hardaway. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the three ball is good.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
At the elbow, Jokic. Shoots over Reed. Hits the front of the rim and out. Timberwolves trail by 13. Now Osumu. Outside, Reed. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Watson kicks to Murray. Now, here's Jokic. Defense is right there. Up again. Jokic on the foul. Jokic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Osumu finds Edwards. Randall left side. Over Watson. Randall no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Edwards. Jokic, no good. Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Osumu. Now Edwards. From deep three-point land. Edwards on target. Drills it from way out there.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A different look for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. Johnson comes in for Bruce Brown. And Christian Brown subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Pass to Gordon. Murray outside. Now, here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves trail by 12. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Gobert finds McDaniel. And finished off by Edwards.
This game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Outside Gordon. Brown sets the pick for Gordon. Beyond the arc. Three. Good.
Well, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Here's Johnson. Tries to save it, and the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Edwards against Brown. Gobert.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive. My goodness.
First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. At one point, they led by 16.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Outside Edwards. With the floater. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Now Gordon.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
And here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Edwards. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Missed on the 3.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
That one goes. Count it.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now Jokic. On the wing, Gordon. McDaniels defended. Here's Johnson. Murray. Off target from outside. Now Randle. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
That's about trusting your guy in the clutch. Julius Randle embracing a tough opportunity.
And they go to the intentional foul. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And what you love about Murray, you can count on him when the game is on the line. He's one of the most confident players in our league.
And the Timberwolves call time. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Now DiVincenzo. Edwards. Ah, it's good.
Basket's good.
Free throw good, Edwards. It's a 5-point game, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
It's Randle. Launches it. Rebounded by Brown. Now Murray. So we see Denver get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. For